Takže začneme s prednáškou o serveri Learning Chess. Poprosím pána Pallagi.
Hello, a warm welcome to everybody. I will be very short. Thank you very much for the Slovak Chess Federation for inviting us, and also for the Bratislava Chess Academy. It's a pleasure to us, and also good to see so many enthusiastic scholastic chess fans. Our mission is also the scholastic chess, because we strongly believe that chess is a very good tool for developing the children in the early age mainly. And our main goal is not the professional sport legal system, but this development that I mentioned. Some of you, I know already, have done this pilot project. Maybe you know also about learningchess.net, because we have already some Slovak lessons. Thank you very much for those guys who helped us at this pilot project. They made complete voluntary work, so thanks a lot. And so you may know the lessons already, what is open in the Slovak forums, but we would like to give you a wider picture about our plans in Europe, in other continents, what we achieved now, and what is our goals, what is our development plans. I'm sure it will be interesting. Presentation made by a very modern presentation technique. I am not familiar with it, so that will Bianca, my daughter, who is our marketing manager and scholastic chess coordinator. So that's all. Thank you again for the possibility, and please begin the presentation.
Ja to zhruba preložím. Pán Pallagi ďakuje, že dostal pozvanie špeciálne Slovenskému šachovému zväzu a Bratislavskej šachovej akadémii, ktoré organizujú tento seminár. A chce nám povedať prostredníctvom svojej dcery. O tomto softveri. O tom, ako sa vyvíjal a teda čo plánuje ešte aj do budúcna, a ukážeme si možno aj nejakú lekciu slovenskú, ktorú preložili dobrovoľníci. Som chcel poďakovať Vladovi Sičovi a pánovi Sedláčkovi, ktorý nás bude musieť hrať, a tiež pán Pecháč nám pomáhal veľmi, takže títo traja ľudia sa zaslúžili, že máme už niekoľko slovenských lekcií. So, okay.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to present here. As you have already heard, I am the Scholastic Chess Coordinator of LearningChess.net. This means that I am the contact person for all the schools and the educational institutions. And today I would like to give a greater insight into our program and how we work, and how you might benefit from taking the opportunity and trying our program and our Free for Schools program. So first of all, we are not only a team of professionals behind learning chess, but we are also enthusiastic and dedicated chessmen, chess players, and teachers. So bringing chess to younger kids is not only a business model for us, but it is also our mission. So let me start our presentation.
By som preložil, slečna je manažérkou toho servera pre školský šach. A hovorila teda, že nie je to pre nich len spôsob, spôsob obživy, ale je to aj zanietení šachoví hráči a teda aj tréneri.
So, Learning Chess is an online chess tutor. It was first developed for the Hungarian Chess Federation, and we received a lot of positive feedback from teachers and parents who worked with us in Hungary, and we have seen the progress of the students, so we decided to make this project global and try to reach everyone, each student who is interested. So first of all, we targeted children and teachers who are participating in in-school and after-school activities. So classes included in the curriculum and chess clubs after school. The second group was beginners, children practicing with their parents at home or just chess fans who are not very familiar with chess yet. And the third group was amateurs and their chess coaches. When I say amateurs, you all know that I mean players below 2,000 value.
No, takže tento Learning Chess je vlastne taký onlineový učiteľ šachu pre deti v školách, začiatočníkov, ale aj amatérskych hráčov, pod ktorými rozumejú hráčov do ELA 2000. Myslím, že to máme rovnaké, lebo u nás budú majstrovstvá Slovenska amatérov s touto podmienkou.
2500.
A u nás máme lepší amatér. Amatér under 2200. But doesn't matter.
Okay, so right now we have over 50,000 users worldwide, so not only in Europe but also in America, and you will see in this video all the pilot projects who started with us. Okay. So these are all the projects we had in the beginning in 2014 when we started. You can see that we have schools from Australia, Africa, South and North America and Europe, and this number increased since then. So we have many more cooperating schools and partners by now. Okay. Our curriculum. Oh.
I will translate. Takže vlastne celý tento Learning Chess začal, najprv vyvinuli program pre Maďarskú šachovú federáciu a tento bol veľmi dobre privítaný ako trénermi, tak aj rodičmi a deťmi. Dostali veľa pozitívnych odpovedí naň, takže sa rozhodli ho rozširovať v celom svete a vlastne na tej mape vidíte, že toto je ešte mapa z roku 2014, že mali už vlastne na všetkých kontinentoch partnerské školy, ktoré boli zapojené do práce s týmto portálom.
So, our core curriculum that we developed was made with schools in mind by our professional experts led by Grandmaster which I think most of you are familiar with him. And the curriculum consists of 3 courses: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner and intermediate courses are mostly used by primary schools and educational institutions, and advanced courses, which are a little bit more difficult, are used by chess coaches and players. The 3 courses consist of 36 lessons to fit the 36-week school year, so 1 lesson for each week of the school year. And this is a total, as you can see, a total of 108 lessons.
Takže na tej učebnej osnove spolupracoval s nami maďarský veľmajster Jožef Pinter. celý kurz je rozdelený do 3 úrovní. Začiatočníci, pokročili a viac pokročili, alebo povedzme už tí kluboví hráči. Každý kurz má 36 lekcií. To zhruba odpovedá nášmu školskému roku. Máme troška menej, ale to preto, že väčšinou začíname až v októbri a končíme už v júni, že sú tam nejaké prázdniny, ale keďže na tom serveri dieťa môže cvičiť nielen počas školského roku, ale aj počas tých prázdnin, tak 36 lekcií na rok je tak akurát asi.
So in the 108 lessons, we have 3,500 exercises and 10,000 explanations, making our curriculum one of the largest ones worldwide, which I am personally really
Vlastne v tých 108 lekciách, to je 36 x 3, tie 3 kurzy sú komplet naplnené lekciami, je viac ako 3500 testov a cvičení a je tam viac ako 10 000 vysvetlení, prečo práve tak sa má postupovať.
Okay. So we are currently developing multilingual lessons to many languages with the help of cooperation with the national chess federations and other different clubs from the countries. And let me show you a brief introduction into our program. Students can navigate on our interactive surface. They can use this to go forward, use this to go back. They can use the hint button if they need additional help. It's not working with the projector. Just a moment.
There is a video here.
But it's, yes, it's not comfortable with the projector, but I will explain what happens here. Basically, how this works is we have different types of questions. We have multiple choice quizzes where they can select, or we have tasks where students have to pick which piece we are talking about or which move is the best one.
I just like to. We have really nice videos. You could hear those. I'm really sorry.
Okay. Now it's working, yes.
Vidíte, že
Okay, so as you can see, we already translated this lesson. So this is how all the lessons will look like. Students can select, and they can either select the correct answer when this nice animation comes up, but if they select the incorrect answer, our unique feature is that the program does not only tell the student that the answer is incorrect, but it also explains why. So they are not only aware of the fact that they made a mistake, but they know how to correct it the next time, which is not included of many other programs like this. So I already mentioned that you can navigate here back and forth. They have the hint button. If they get stuck, then they get additional help. They have multiple help, so if they need more than one, they can use more than one.
Dobre, tak ja to zhrniem. Toto je vlastne už lekcia, ktorú sme preložili z úrovne 2, kurz pre stredne pokročilých, ste videli tam kombináciu s obeťou dámy. Všetky lekcie sú urobené tak, že majú toto spodné menu a užívateľ môže ísť dopredu, dozadu, môže sa vrátiť kedykoľvek, môže, keď si nevie s lekciou rady, teda s otázkou rady, môže kliknúť na radu a vyskočí mu nejaké okno, kde dostane radu, nie priamo odpoveď, ale čo by ho malo naviesť na riešenie a potom teda, keď nevie, tak dokonca je tam taká Aladinova lampa a keď na ňu klikne, tak tam sa dozvie aj odpoveď. Keď spraví chybu, väčšinou sú tam 3 možnosti, keď vyberie tú nesprávnu, tak dostane odpoveď nielen v tom zmysle, že nie je to pravda, ale aj vysvetlí prečo a ešte má možnosť potom sa opraviť. Najprv na začiatku tej lekcie je nejaké vysvetľovanie, kde nie sú otázky, potom je taká časť, kde sú otázky, ale ešte to nie je test. A potom na konci lekcie je zhrnutie, taký testík a to nám ešte asi ukážu.
Okay, so we have a proven teaching method. As I mentioned before, we ran pilot projects to test it, and now we have live running projects, many of them. And our teaching method is unique. As you have seen, it has many unique features that is not included in other programs. It is adaptive, and when I say adaptive, let me give you an example. If a student gives a correct answer, one time for a difficult question or many times for easier questions, then the program gives him more difficult questions than to his or her peers who are not doing so well, so he can improve on his own rate. Or if he answers incorrectly, then he might get more questions on the same topic. So we know that his knowledge will be strong and he can proceed with the good ways.
Takže ich metóda vyučovacia je dosť unikátna. Asi taká, že nevidia vôbec, že niektorý iný server konkurenčný by fungoval na tejto metóde. A základom je, že vlastne prispôsobivá vedomostiam študenta. Keď odpoveda zle na otázky, tak dostane otázky z nejakého balíka ľahších otázok, viacej sa opakujú a keď naopak odpoveda suverene a správne, rýchlo, tak dostane otázky, ktoré sú prispôsobené jeho úrovni hry.
It is also interactive, as you have seen. In our opinion, an interactive learning process is a necessary addition to the passive learning method through books and educational videos, because with young children you need to grab their attention for more than 2 minutes, and we all know that is really hard. But when they interact with the program, they are more in it, they get more excited when they receive feedback right away, so they know how they're doing. You know, if they answer correctly many times, they get this really nice animation, and that makes them want to do even better and do even more tasks.
Dôležitá vlastnosť learning chessu je jeho interaktivita, že dieťa okamžite musí riešiť úlohy a hneď dostáva odpovede, takže ako keby vtiahnuté do toho. Poznáme tie klasické metódy výučby knihami alebo videami, kde skrátka dieťa je postavené pred úlohu a buď ju vyrieši alebo nie. A dnešné deti sú také, že sa nedokážu ani 2 minúty sústrediť na nejakú činnosť, ktorá ich nebaví alebo je zdĺhavá a nevidia v nej zmysel, a tam tá interaktivita ich dokáže udržať pri tej lekcii v podstate po celý čas.
And it is also rewarding because we all know that we have to motivate the children somehow to keep wanting to learn. We have a motivational system. After students reach different levels, they get achievement. Like as you can see here, the gold knight is one of our achievements, but we have achievements from the iron pawn to the gold king. And depending on how well they do and how many tasks they have performed, they get this achievement. And then we also have a diagram that shows to their parents or to their teachers how they did. And it's also good feedback for older kids.
Takže dôležité pre deti je aj odmeňovanie a preto v serveri sa využíva taká schéma, že vlastne za tie výsledky dostanú takú nejakú trofej zlatého jazdca a keď sú úspešné aj neskôr, tak v podstate každá figurka je nejaká, myslím, že na záver dostanú Iron King, železného kráľa.
Okay, so our lessons are 40 to 45 minutes long, one lesson, which can be interrupted, so it also suits classes with younger children, you know, when they have to go to the bathroom or they get tired, then the teacher can just stop the lesson and they can proceed right away or the next day. So what they do is not lost, they can from where they stop. After we start the lesson, there is a brief revision on what they have learned before they refresh it, so they have a solid knowledge of all the material that they studied before. And then we have the core lesson with the new study material. That's the one that I showed you in the video earlier. And then after that, we have an exciting test. So they can test their knowledge, how sure they are of what they learned. And if they don't perform on the test as well as they wanted to, then they can just take the core lesson again and try again. So there are no restrictions.
Že lekcie majú 40 až 45 minút, približne trvajú. A každá lekcia začína opakovaním nejakých vedomostí, ktoré už ten žiak by mal mať na základe toho, čo už všetko predtým absolvoval. Potom je také jadro lekcie, to je to, čo som vysvetľoval, že na začiatku je vlastne iba taká, že sa iba vysvetľuje, hej, žiadne otázky. Potom je to jadro lekcie, kde je spojené vysvetľovanie s otázkami a na konci je test. Pokiaľ dieťa ten test nespraví, tak môže si pustiť znovu buď len test, alebo celú lekciu od začiatku. A dôležité je teda, že tie lekcie sa dajú prerušiť, to znamená, že keď nestíhame počas toho kurzu jedného celú lekciu, tak nie je problém ju končiť v polovičke a na ďalšom pokračovať, alebo dať tak krátku pauzu. Ja teda som bol prekvapený, že keď som to prekladal, tak tiež som tú lekciu prekladal a tam, kde som skončil, tak tam sa mi to znova pustilo a nemusel som nič stlačiť, takže to prineslo to príjemné prekvapenie, že naozaj to funguje. Takže tam, kde skončím, tam aj začnem ďalšiu lekciu.
We have problem with the video today. Sorry.
I skipped to this video.
Okay, so learning chess is advertisement-free and child-safe, so there are no advertisements at all. It is good for one-on-one tutoring, study groups, and classroom activity, and it is also good for homework assignments and individual tasks. So you can give homework to your students and then check if they completed it, how they did. But they can also solve lessons just because they enjoy it.
Takže na serveri nie sú žiadne reklamy a je pre deti bezpečný, nemusia tam žiadne skryté útoky a nabúranie do systému. A možno používať rôznymi spôsobmi v triede na demonstračnej tabuli, funguje aj na smartfónoch. Dieťa samé môže doma s ním cvičiť alebo teda v triede.
Okay, so how can teachers and educators benefit from using learning chess, and how can they use it? They can prepare for the lessons in advance, and here I have to mention that not only chess masters can teach chess, because we all know not many schools have the resources to employ chess masters and grandmasters. So here only like a math teacher or an interested history teacher, anyone can complete the lessons in advance and have the knowledge to teach it to the kids. Okay, as we have seen, it is ideal for classroom activities where the students can either go with the lesson the teacher is explaining, or they can do individual activities in class according to their own pace. It is also good for extracurricular activities such as chess clubs, which is missing, but homework and practice. As I mentioned, you can give homework assignments and check the results. And then it is also an English teaching tool. Currently, we are preparing an Erasmus Plus project. We are applying for it. You have already heard about Erasmus Plus. Currently, we have a pilot project starting in Hungary, where we made